Mr. Cale, for how many years have you been a basket maker?
I should say about 56.
And did you learn the craft from your father?
Yes, well, more or less. In the good old days, there was journeymen touring the villages, basket making, and naturally you employed them. And you picked up all that off the craftsmen coming around the villages.
What type of baskets did you make years ago?
It was mainly the fruit baskets. It was the fruit, what they commonly call the fruit pots. That was for the Corporation of Gloucester. They'd only take the baskets in the summer months. Then they'd just shut us off about November to March. Then we'd start again. Local people would hire out these baskets off the corporation to put all the fruit in to take back into the market to sell. And that went on for years and years. I think they got is they couldn't get the baskets and they naturally took the boxes.
Did you make many baskets for farmers?
Made everything. It was like a general business, as you did have to take anything what had come, because it was, in them days, it was very, very poor. You had a job at one time to get a scrape for a living. And you had to put in so many hours for a few shillings. Most of my career, I've always had to work about 10 to 12 hours a day.
What were you paid in your early days?
The normal rate to make a pot hamper in them days, that was all about £56 of apples and £72 of plums. I think the average wage was about 1 in a penny. And I know many a man at our place, he'd work Saturday afternoons just to earn extra point in a box of matches. It was piecework. I've had more or less a life of piecework. If you didn't work, you didn't get anything. And then in the winter, when the trade was slack, me and my father would generally go to thatching, of which we done for a number of years the thatching on the Frampton Court Estate, Elmore Court Estate, and a number of houses besides. This business today, it's quite interesting job, because you haven't got the big work, but you get people coming in wanting different classes of baskets, all sorts they want.
Is there much demand for handmade baskets nowadays?
Yes, yes. If it's anything in the way, if it's made properly, there's a big demand.
What are your essential tools for basket making?
Well, the main item, that's your hands. But of course you've only got a knife in 2 or 3 little knives in one thing and another. This is all the tools there is, really. All that you want is your hands and practically know how to do the job.
Surely this craft must be very hard on the hand.
I dare say it is to anybody who's not used to it. Of course, my hands is hard.
You work sitting down with a board in front of you. Do you always work in this way?
Yes, yes. This pipe, as you see, it controls that basket, see? And it holds the basket, you can go around all the time without slipping all over the place. If I didn't use that spike, this basket would be down the bottom of the board sometimes.
What are you making at the moment, Mr. Cale?
This is a fishing basket here.
What type of withy are you using at the moment?
This is a buff osier, this is. This is all prepared. Evidently it appears that they bite it and peel it and put it out in lengths, you know, to dry.
Is it difficult to obtain withies these days?
I don't say it's difficult, but of course it's the same as everything else. It's rather dear. But all around our district years ago there used to be withy beds.
Where do your withies come from now?
These come from Somerset.
Years ago, I suppose you had to boil your own.
We did. We had boilers. We did boil it to make it pliable, and not only that, it darkened the skin of the osier, but to make it a good colour.
You have a long, peculiar-looking basket hanging on the wall of your workshop here.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, that's commonly called a eel trap. Well, they call it putching round here. But my father did make them at 2 and 6 pence per basket. Well, that was a ridiculous price, although it was good in them days. There's a lot of work to that. That basket's gone all over the world. That they come in from all parts of, I think the last people come in from South Africa, and they take the photographs of this little place in the basket. They come in from China, Australia, New Zealand. They don't find these little workshops about today. They're very scarce here.
Well, Mr. Cale, when you eventually have to retire, who will succeed you?
I got a very handy son, and he's just turning his hand practically to everything. With that, you can say the trade will never die out, because he got a son on top of that. I always like the work, and I can't seem to leave it alone.